I'm going to show you how to make a viewfinder with bits of cardstock, a pencil, a ruler, and some tape. First thing is to cut your paper into 4 strips. I used some cardstock, but any old paper will do. And then we're going to make a corner, make a little L shape. I'm going to take some of my tape and I'm going to tape that together. So now I've got an L shape. So from my corner, I'm going to measure 3 inches. That's going to be the end of my little window. And I'm going to mark the half point, which is 1.5 inches. I'm going to line up my ruler to make the mark where I'm going to put the next little piece of paper. Tape this one together. Make sure I've got a decent 90-degree angle using the edge of the ruler. Let's see, this one's going to be 2 inches and 1/4. Three inches by 2 1/4 is the measurement we're going to use because it's the same ratio as most art paper. There's 2 1/4. Measure this way. I'm not super happy with this angle. I'm going to open that up a little bit. Let's make sure that it's a nice 90-degree angle. I'm going to place my ruler here. There we go. That's better. Eee! Need an extra set of hands for this one. There we go. Got that taped down. And then place the final little card scrap. Tape it down. If you don't have painter's tape, any kind of tape will do. Scotch tape is fine. Whatever you got. And then we have our little window. Just going to do the midpoint on this one at 1.5. Cut off the extra bits. Now I've got myself a pretty decent viewfinder. This side might be easier to work with. Just gonna roll up some pieces of tape, stick it under there. And then I can make my marks on this side at 2 1/4. So 1 1/8. So here's 1/4, and then half of that would be 1/8. I like to have these marks in here because it helps when you're sighting. It helps when you're trying to visually measure where things are in relation to each other. So you can kind of think, all right, is it above this line? Is it below that line? And a half. So I've got my midpoint lines. And we have a viewfinder, which can then be used to crop objects. It can be used to arrange compositions vertically, horizontally. You can use this when you're drawing to get different angles on objects. Often it'll help to close one eye while you're doing this to remove depth perception. And in doing so, you can line up, okay, where's the tip of the pencil in relation to these lines? Is it above or below? Is it parallel? Is it slightly angled? So this viewfinder will help you to place objects when you're doing your thumbnail sketches.